Happy Saturday, foodie friends, grain-free VIPs. Welcome to today's Slice of the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode. My name is Nina Blake. I'm the Grain-Free Lifestyle Coach, and it is my mission to help families pack their menus with flavor and variety while avoiding grains and allergens so that they can share meals together and live their best lives. And I'm so excited to be here with you today. You might be able to hear it. I'm under the weather. I've been fighting a bug for about 2 weeks, and I decided to pick today to really dive in. But maybe this means that I will be able to kick it, because that would be nice if I could kick this nasty bug once and for all. So today's topic, hello, as you are coming on and being notified, could you please say hello, drop an emoji in the comments so I can make sure to thank you. It means so much to me that we can share this time together on our weekend. And if you are catching the replay, could you please use hashtag replay to let me know so that I can thank you for spending time with me on your Saturday or on your free time. I really appreciate it. So today's topic is, how can we keep from getting bored with our grain-free lifestyle? I'm so glad you picked this, because boredom is one of the biggest reasons that people often quit their grain-free lifestyle. And so I want to just take the word boredom and give you a quick little flashback. When I was a little girl, if I told my mom, my dad, my grandparents, or anyone around me that I was bored, I instantly got chores to do. And for that reason, I'm not going to use the term boredom today. I'm going to try not to, because that always means I get extra work. And I don't want us to associate being bored as we're going to have extra to do, because it doesn't have to be that way. Instead, I want to say, instead of being bored, we are looking for inspiration. We're looking to be inspired. We're looking to be excited to eat. And you deserve that. I often get asked, Nina, how do you keep doing this? How do you keep coming up with new grain-free recipes? And the answer is, I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I want to be inspired. I want to constantly add new foods to my table so that I'm constantly excited to eat. And of course, there's work that comes along with preparing food. That's called being a grown-up. It's also called escaping the nastiness of processed foods, because I don't want the chemicals that come along with processed foods in my body, right? I want nutrients. I want to be getting nutrients and fiber and healthy fats when I eat, not chemical cocktails. So please understand, we're not going to talk about what we can buy to keep from getting bored. There are great convenience foods out there, absolutely. But today we're really going to talk about how to banish that word boredom and be inspired. So thank you for being patient with me. If you are looking to be inspired today, would you just put inspired in the comments so that I can reach out to you and help you be inspired to live your best grain-free lifestyle, packing it with flavor and variety. So inspiration. What does inspiration mean? Inspiration means we are excited, we are enthusiastic, we want to eat. Yeah, having the same thing over and over again. Veggies, meat, and fruits leaves us without inspiration, and that's okay. That's why you're here today. So, what keeps us inspired? That feeling of freshness, that feeling of nuance. We can't eat everything in one meal, and we shouldn't. So if we rotate the foods that we enjoy, then we'll be inspired to prepare an old favorite. What do I mean? For those of you who have hung out with me for about 6 months or more in grain-free lifestyle and support community, you know I love my breads and I love my lazy French toast. That doesn't mean I have them every day. I enjoy them and then I take a break. I enjoy them and then I take a break, so that when it's time to bake a loaf of bread, I'm inspired. Or if I get to that point where I say, oh, I do want bread, but sandwich bread's kind of overdone. What could I do? How could I change this recipe, right? We want to make room for creativity in our menu, because when we are creative, all of a sudden we're inspired, we're enthusiastic, right? Now, what do you mean creativity? You're like, Nina, I have tried that and I broke the recipe for real. I made it from food to what was inedible. I have done that before. Remember, my blog is called Break a Recipe for a reason. I break the rules. And if I'm doing it right, then I'm breaking the rules and getting the recipes that don't ever make it to the blog in my kitchen so that I can share the good stuff with you. So let's talk about the type of foods that you might be inspired to add to your menu. Of course, I wrote down just a quick list of some grain-free foods. Did I? Okay. So let's just think, if you could add these 12 or 15 grain-free foods to your menu, how would you feel right now? If you could add indulgent egg rounds, of course, sorry, again, sick brain. Let's talk about what allergens these foods are not going to have. Like everything I cook, they're going to have no gluten, no grain, no dairy, no egg, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanut, no sesame, and some of them will be nightshade free. If you're lectin free, please drop me a DM because I'm creating new lectin free recipes all the time because my husband had to go lectin free. And of course, I'm up to the challenge and I want to help you enjoy and embrace your grain free, lectin free lifestyle. So let's get back to it. What's on the list? Indulgent egg rounds. And of course, these are without the allergens. Pancakes, waffles, muffins, lazy French toast, berry parfaits, a nice sweet breakfast bread that when you toast it, it tastes like biscotti, right? Delicious. And of course, if we're doing waffles, let me show you the waffles. I made them last night. And full disclosure, did I have too much waffles last night? Yes, I did. If you saw my breakfast sandwich, that's because I made a very nice breakfast sandwich with the waffles. But here they are. These are completely lectin-free, no gluten, no grain, no dairy, no egg, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanut, no sesame, no nightshade. So what did we do last night? This was the very first test batch of the grain-free, lectin-free, allergy-friendly waffles. We cut them in half, well, we quartered them, and then we put some bacon, some sausage, and some of my pourable cheddar, and let's just say we were in heaven. So when I publish this, I might call them heavenly waffles because that was exactly how we felt. We were happy. It reminded me of being in college because when I would swing by the local donut shop and get a nice sandwich. Of course, it was bagels back then, but just get a nice sandwich with cheddar and bacon and sausage, and it was a Valentine's Day meal that I would have gone out for and probably paid $30 for without a beat. And what did I make it at home for? Less than $15 for multiple servings. I would have paid $30 a plate. But anyway, enough about that. I lost my pen. Told you, sick brain. Anyway, so for lunches, right? Fast mac and cheese. That's a great way to get variety into your menu. Chicken nuggets. Who doesn't love chicken nuggets, right? Pasta bolognese. You can get a little bored with that. I grew up Italian. Sometimes I feel like I've had enough macaroni, but it's an option, right? Then there's simple salmon and cilantro, cheeseburger casserole, right? How about this one? Chicken taco casserole or shepherd's pie with a taco twist, chicken cheddar broccoli bake. You can do your standard roast chicken, and then there are the sides, like a wonderful grain-free, lectin-free stuffing that will make you feel like you aren't missing out. And if you're a stuffing person, get the boredom out. Oh, I said the word. Find inspiration in quick cook stuffing or stuffed chicken thighs wrapped in bacon. I'm hoping that as you're watching this with me, you're like, I could have that. That would make me feel inspired. I'd want to cook that. Because if you are looking for these recipes, then I'd like you to drop fast track in the comments because I'm actually teaching classes on these in my new program, Grain Free Fast Track. And if you're going, I really don't have time for that, we're going to do it at your convenience. You'll be able to watch the classes at your convenience, and we'll schedule your coaching sessions at your convenience too. And all of this is for less than the cost of your daily latte. So if you'd like to know more, drop fast track in the comments. And let's keep talking about getting that B word, right? And being inspired to embrace our grain-free lifestyle. Because when we are inspired to make lectin-free cookie bars, grain-free cookie bars, it doesn't seem like a chore anymore. And that's what we want. We want to feel good about sticking with our grain-free lifestyle. We don't want it to feel like a chore. We want to feel happy about what we're eating, because everyone deserves to share safe meals with their families and not to skip out on pizza and cake at their own birthday. Speaking of that, we're going to put pizza on the list too, right? Now, let's add to that list sweet ginger chicken. You want to do some desserts? Of course we want to do some desserts. How about a 3 chocolates cake? Now I know these are my cookie bars, but when I got married a year and a half ago, there was no baker who could bake us a cake. So I did it. And I made us a 3 chocolates cake. It was a 3-layer little cutting cake, right? Chocolate cake, white chocolate frosting with a chocolate ganache poured on top. It was phenomenal. Now, if that doesn't chase away the B word and leave you inspired, I don't know what will. But let's get back to it, because I went over some of the recipes. Now, you have your go-to recipes. Don't throw them out. Use those go-to recipes that you love to get you through. And then, instead of running yourself ragged from learning new recipes, have you done that? I have. I kind of specialize in it. That was like the first 6 months of my grain-free lifestyle when I cheated, because I would literally go from, I want to make that, to I can't make anything and I'm going to quit. And I just kept yo-yoing. It was awful. It was not fun, and it's not the way that we can stick with anything, that yo-yo lifestyle. We want to be inspired, but we want to be successful when we are inspired to sit down and eat and share a meal with our family, right? So we've got these go-to recipes, the ones that you might be uninspired to cook right now, and that's okay. Don't get rid of them. Learn new techniques to level up your grain-free recipes right now. What do I mean? Well, maybe you have a grilled chicken recipe that you're feeling quite uninspired about. Can you turn that grilled chicken recipe into a casserole? You're like, casserole? How do I do that, Nina? Well, it's just a few techniques that go from the protein to the casserole, and I'd love to teach you how to do that. So I know my amazing VA Rose, she has put the link to book a call with me in the comments, and I'd like you to use that call so that we can hop on together so I can tell you more about it, and we'll see if we're a good fit so that I can support you with that. Now, you've got the techniques that can transform the foods you are bored with to the foods that you are inspired to love. What do I mean? Well, I talked about the casseroles. Let's say, for example, that you have a go-to recipe. It's a veggie dish, and you love it. Okay. Well, how can that veggie dish, which is getting a little tired and old, how can you use those recipes, those veggies that are safe for you, in a different way? Is it going to be a different sauce? You're like, sauce? What kind of sauce? Talk to me more about sauce. That's how I used to feel. I wanted sauce for my veggies. So sauce is like a cheddar sauce or a wicked simple white sauce. If tomatoes are good for you, we can get you a tomato sauce. But what do you already have that you can level up to get that B word out of your menu and be inspired to cook? So let's do a quick recap, right? To be inspired to cook, we want to have variety. Not that we're going to get rid of everything that we're enjoying, but we're going to maybe take a break from it. And as we're taking a break from it, we're still going to enjoy some of our go-to recipes, hopefully the ones that are faster, right? Because we want to make room for learning these new recipes and new techniques, like wicked simple white sauce or a nightshade-free white pizza, right? That will be inspired to cook. And we're going to do it at our own pace, right? Please, please, please do not go faster than one recipe a week, because it will burn out your brain, and you'll be, when I do this, I end up right back where I started, and I want to just throw the pots and pans and quit. And I think we've all been to that place enough already. So think about what you would like to learn. Find those recipes. Have somebody help you so that you're not starting from scratch. I've been doing this for 12 years. And if I knew 12 years ago what I know today, there would have been a lot less crying. And so if you're like, oh my gosh, Nina, I'm crying all the time, that was me too. So let's connect to talk more about how I can support you with getting the boredom out of your grain-free lifestyle so that you can feel inspired to pack your menu with flavor and variety and share meals with your family again. Everybody deserves pizza and cake on their birthday, and I'm on a mission to make that happen for you. I love you. Have an amazing Saturday. Please avoid these nasty bugs and stay safe in the snow. Take care.